We have 4 hour train ride from home to Venice. And this is the view of Venice from the top of our hotel. We can cover the entire Venice city pretty much on the boat. Today we did train, boat, and now the bus. Wow. Perfect, yeah.
Karen, what are you doing?
You can buy train tickets, the faster ones from here and the local tickets from there. And there's a big station here. Welcome to a new vlog, guys. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are and when I'm watching this. Boarded the train a while back, and this is going to be a 4 hour train ride from home to Venice. Scusami, Vaporetta line 1. This one? Grazie. Where can I get the ticket? There? Ciao. So the way this works out is, all these railway stations, as they call here, are actually public boats going in and doing circles. They stop at various stations. You have to find out the station near to your hotel and board that. Once you come up the lake, you find the typical streets. And this is our hotel, guys, for Foscari Palace. Luckily, this building has a lift, otherwise climbing 2 floors. But this key, dude, look how heavy this is.
Oh yeah. It's all because
Proper bell.
It's good.
And that's the room. Don't think there is a view here. It's blocked. Open it. And that's the view of the Venice canals. The guy at the reception said there is a small issue. Tomorrow we might have to change the room, but he said tomorrow we're gonna get a better room, hopefully with the view of the canal. But that's okay, nothing to be disappointed about, because there is a rooftop view where I'm gonna have the best time shooting some night lapses and time lapses, because it's gonna be amazing in lights. Even if that view is not accessible, we're gonna travel a lot in those canal boats, and I'm sure it's gonna be fun. Trip's almost over, eh? Just one last destination. These 2 days it's going to be relaxing. Yeah, so not my we'll use the boats to travel. We're not going to walk much and basically chill here in Venice. That's the plan. So time to fresh up and maybe take a power nap, because I haven't slept since morning. I've been editing some videos. Trains, the speed's good, but it's not great to sleep. There are executive classes and business classes, but that's too expensive. So gonna take a quick power nap and then explore Venice later in the evening. That's the plan. This is the view of Venice from the top of our hotel. Why wasn't that view pretty? Wanted to sit there and shoot a time lapse, but it is fully cloudy. I mean, it would still look good, but it's kind of too plain for my liking. I want some contrast in it. So decided to come down, have a coffee nearby, and also check out some local shops to take some stuff for my niece, and also just walk by. Not too far, we're not gonna walk too much. And anyway, we paid for that 2-day boat pass, right? So we're gonna use that right now. So, chalo, let's get going.
And the mini chef, yes.
Need to do some research on the history lessons about Venice, because I'm curious how this city was built with the lakes interconnected. This is probably all on water here. This is the railway station, Ferrovia. And we are at Cadore, line 1 or N. I think these both stop here. So we can cover the entire Venice city pretty much on the boat. Taken up the boats and the view. Amazing, so beautiful. That's Venice. And this is Lido. This is where you can access a beach. 40-minute boat ride away, but one of the best boat rides because the views of Venice while coming here were amazing. Today we did train, boat, and now the bus. This one we wanted to enjoy the beach and some nice food by the beach. It started raining. Anyway, I think this is a passing rain, but still, this is a beautiful place here. Lido beach area is actually my kind of place compared to Venice. Venice is also amazing, no doubt, but this is much more chill and relaxing. Not many tourists here. Most of the tourists are packed out. Missed one stop, so walking back. But this is a beautiful area. Look at the houses here and the beach. This is a must visit if you're coming to Venice. This is the place where we wanted to have dinner. I hope it's open. Punto Zero Terrace. Wow. Perfect, yeah. Perfect place. All these tables are empty. But this entire place is apparently reserved. So we didn't get any place to sit and enjoy the view today. So we're ordering takeaway. Maybe have it on the go or in the hotel. But this place is so good. We reserved it again for tomorrow. We don't know if we'll come tomorrow, but we want to taste the food by the ocean, by the sea. That's Adriatic Sea, by the way. And unfortunately, no luck today. No, if they had let us sit and order, we would have been done in half an hour as such. So they had reservations for 8:30, and also, yeah, if you don't have reservations, better to come early. That's one jugaad you can do. Because it's raining, I thought people would cancel and not come here, but they said they're not sure. People are coming here. They're coming in the bus like us, I guess. Look at the view from here, yeah. This is so good. Man, I can sit here all day and chill.
Karen, what are you doing?
It's not cut tray. Oops, sorry, that's messy. Pizza by the road. Good, yeah? Gondola ride in Venice City.
Yeah.
This is also a tick mark done. They call it gondola. So we had different gondola back in India when we were in Srinagar. So that's a
Now is
gondola.
the Grand Canal and the water here is 4 meters deep.
4 meters.
Small canal 2 meters.
So this is going to be a half an hour ride. So this is the Grand Canal, the main canal connecting different ports, the boat ports. And now we're going to the smaller canals inside the Venice city. Traffic jam.
Piena di stelle, vado in laguna e voglio cantare la mia canzone felice sei tu.
నీలాగే పాడుతున్నాడు
Queste parole
అలా అనిపించిందా ఓకే There are like 50,000 people here in Venice who stay here. So all these buildings are a mix of offices, hotels, restaurants. This one. It's the house of Marco Polo.
This is the Marco Polo bridge of the million.
Currently there is a low tide, that's why it is more peaceful. But during high tide, apparently the top of the boat touches the bridge there. So there are certain timings also which when you can take the gondola ride. Interesting to know. Look at all these structures here. So there were big floods in like 2-3 years ago, and the water went almost 1 meter high. So that's almost still there. But I wonder how they built all this.
I've seen this bridge in top 10 places.
Yeah, one of the top 10
Yeah.
places to see in Venice is this bridge. I think we're taking a U-turn and heading back now. And that's the end of the gondola ride. 30 minutes.
It was good. The only concern I had was we couldn't get the picture with the entire gondola.
Yeah, so that's something you have to hire another boat to get a picture to do so, but too expensive because this itself was 80 euros. For 2 people, 5 people can sit in one. You can find it cheaper online, so 80 euros is what, 6,400 or 3,200 per person. Online we found for something around 2,800 or that's 2,600. That's the lowest we got online. But for online tickets, you have to go to a different location and then travel from there, so a bit of a walk. Here, I don't think they'll negotiate. It's a standard price, but at least you can negotiate a route. You can also ask for an extension of the time. That's not possible when you buy online, right? So, and best part is it was just few steps away from our hotel, so it was easy to go and come back. Next stop is a visit to Doge Palace. Pass cost 50 euros for both of us for multiple museums and Doge Palace. Also, I got an online tour guide so that I don't need to pay anyone. Just for one moment, I thought, let me see and get a guide. If the experience is good, I'll let you know. There is a public boat option to go to the Doge Palace and other museums there, but we wanted to take the streets and explore the local roads a bit. And a lot of shops here, yeah. A lot of shops and cafes. You might have seen this in the movie Casino Royale, this area. And that's the Basilica. Man, that looks so good. So this is the entry to Palazzo Ducali. That is the general line, but we have a ticket already, so we're going here, prepaid tickets, entrance for prepaid tickets. So we're using an app called Clio Tours. This costs us 1,000 euros, but you can use local audio guides here for 5 euros, which is cheaper and probably better. But this is slightly more advanced. It gives you maps of directions and all. So look, let's explore Doge's Palace. That's a Bocca di Leone letterbox where people used to drop letters with accusations on certain people and they'll be sent to dungeons. This is the Senate of the palace. Take a look at the work at the top. That's a concept where judgments are made like a court. This is made for Henry IV of France. lemon peach. I don't know how much you enjoyed, but there was a lot of history to that place. If you guys enjoy paintings and history, that Doge's Palace was one of the best I've encountered. In fact, the audio guide that I paid, there is probably at least 1 more hour of explanations or stories behind each of those paintings. Some of them were really interesting. I don't think she utilized the guide at all.
I did not use completely,
Okay.
but maybe basic introduction which they gave for each of the portions. Like there were 39 things to see. Right?
Yeah.
I've seen only the introduction.
Okay.
But I really love the art tour.
Today we spent how much? 80 euros for the gondola ride, 50 euros for the entry to the palace, 20 euros for the guide, audio guide. So how much? 150. Another 10 euros for a walking guide which we'll use after our lunch is done here. So we get a basic idea of Venice through that walking guide across a distance of 1.5 kilometers. So that should complete the itinerary for today. In fact, we still have passes for 3 more museums to visit if you're interested. And what's with the portion sizes here in Italy? Like we ordered a small side of fries. They said it's just a small portion. Look at the small portion. They're like 3-4 potatoes, but these are done really well. They look good. Because of the portion sizes, we are sharing most of the food. Pizza for both of us and fries. 3 more museum visits for now, and then a self-guided Venice walking tour. That's it. No guided tour for this, so we'll be just checking out without much of a history. I don't think you can read. I think that's Latin. Unfortunately, they didn't let me record only photos. So in case you want to check out the photos, follow me on Instagram. They should be up by now, if not in a few more days. Started our audio guide of Venice, and this is where it's starting from. That's the San Marco's Basilica, and this is San Marco e San Teodoro, the 2 pillars. An interesting piece about these columns, you're not supposed to walk in between them because it's considered bad luck. Prisoners were hanged here. The bell tower which fell down in 1900s. There's a lift inside to go to the top. You don't need to walk, unlike other bell towers in Italy. This is the only casino in Venice. A lot of history to this one. Walking through those streets and hearing the stories behind certain important destinations, important places in the history of Venice was so much fun, man. And those streets seem like a maze. One thing that's a problem here in Venice is the pigeons. There's so many pigeons, and they are kind of like blinded. They flow in their own way. Next stop, the famous bridge of Rialto, which we saw yesterday in the morning too. Look at the number of masks here. Crazy. These are called inhabited bridges, so people stay on the bridge itself. There's only the second one in Italy after Florence. We saw the Florence bridge, right? So this is the second one, and this is 4th in Europe. Only 4 left in Europe. Just learned an amazing fact. We thought I was wondering how these buildings and bridges were built on lakes, right? There's a wooden platform, and then on top of that there will be wooden structures on which all these buildings are built, and that wooden is from the Croatian forest. This is the fish market, and that's our hotel right there. And I'm just trying to imagine how this whole place would have been during those times, the 12th century when things started happening here, and around 14th century when it's at its peak. Google Translate, Google Maps, kuch nahi tha us time pe. You have to talk, navigate. There are merchants from all over the world trading here. Chalo, last 3 places to go, and then we're done with the tour of Venice. Art museum, but was with gold at some point in its history. Taking a small boat from here to our hotel there just to cross, and 2 euros is the cost. But okay. I mean, you have to walk all the way to the back, take it, and then get down there and come back. No? don't know if you can recognize this from yesterday, but we came back to the same hotel. We didn't get a seat yesterday because we made the reservation and we also wanted to check out the beach. So see, that's the hotel and this is the beach. Second beach visit of the trip. Nice beach here. Some music playing, and all these storage spaces are just to get your stuff here and sit. It's like a cabin space basically. Place looks full, right? Perfecto.
There you go.
I feel like we were rewarded for coming and going back yesterday. What a view here, what a place.